Alright, what's up YouTube? Today I'm going to show off a bunch of the blood pythons I produced this season and talk a little bit about the genetics to each one. Let me see which one to start with. Alright, start with this one right here. So this is a male Goldeneye. This would be the incomplete dominant or het for the Magpie, which would be the super version. And I'll show some Magpies soon. This one's a really nice one. It's a lot of spotting to him. See the belly. Really patterned our belly on this one. Great temperament. So that's a Goldeneye. And back in. And then we have another Goldeneye, but this one is possible het for T-neg albino. And the T-neg albino is the traditional albino you see in most other snakes. Yellow and white with red eyes. You see all those flames on the side of the belly. This one has a much different look to it. A lot more color to this one. And these guys are only going to get nicer as they aged. So she's possible het for T-neg. A lot of blushing. Alright. And then we have Goldeneye that so actually 100% het for T-neg. This one won't be stained. This one's actually already basically sold and it's on hold for a buddy. She's 100% het for T-neg. And she hasn't had her first shed yet, but it should be soon. I believe she hatched out in August. Have to check. And blood pythons don't have their first shed for the first 90 days. So, you know, ball pythons usually shed within 10 to 14 days after they hatch. These go 90 days. Alright, so that's her. And now this is a 007. This is basically a Goldeneye matrix. It's a male. You can see how the matrix really reduces the pattern a lot more. The Goldeneye pattern. And then if you look, he has a pink tongue. Let's see. It's going to be hard to pick up. The Goldeneyes have a black tongue. The matrix gene gives whatever combo it goes into, it gives them pink tongues. So that's one indicator. So it's a 007. And then we're going to show some of his siblings. Now It's a little hard to tell, but this is a male Magpie. Looks very similar. So this is the super form of the Goldeneye, and this does look very similar to the 007s, but there's no matrix in here. You only get a 1 out of 4 chance on hitting these when you do Goldeneye to Goldeneye. You can see the tongue is black. Let's see. That 007 again. I could get them out with both hands. So, you see, they definitely have a difference in look. Their face. These are from the same clutch. These are from I bred a 007. That's possible head for T plus albino to Goldeneye. So I'm breeding that same father again this season. I'm hoping he proves out to be you know, 100% het T plus, because then that'll mean these 3 here would be possible hets for the T plus gene as well. And then this is the female Magpie. You can see she's much chunkier than the male. She eats she's eating good on rat pups and stuff, and the male's a mouse eater still, so it's a bit difficult feeding him as often, because I try not to feed too many mice to the animals, so I don't get them in as often as I do with the rats. And I can feel here, right here, you can feel a bunch of lumps in the back of her tail. So she's gonna have a bowel movement soon. Let's see which ones else we got. So this is a male Goldeneye, really light, possible het T-neg, sibling to that female I showed a little while ago. So let's see, I'm gonna show you what a matrix looks like. Now that's a matrix. You can see more that granite side pattern to her. This girl's possibly het for T-neg. So this combo with the Goldeneye makes the 007. This combo with the Batic makes the Batrix. And then this is also the het version or incomplete dominant to the Ivory. So I know a lot of you have probably seen Ivory blood pythons. Basically have to breed matrix to matrix to get Ivories. This girl, you can tell she's matrix all the way. Some matrices are harder to tell from some really nice normals. And then this thing's gonna just get darker. She'll probably be a nice red animal when her full colors come on. But that's the matrix. And then right here, unfortunately this guy's in shed. This is a sibling. He's actually I should have did the video 2 days ago. He's a Batrix, so he's a Batic matrix. Possible het T-neg. It just busies up the pattern like crazy on the Batic gene. It's pretty interesting. The matrix reduces pattern on the Goldeneyes, but then it makes a busier pattern on the Batic gene. So hoping he proves out. There hasn't been a visual T-neg Batix yet, or Batrix, and this is a Batrix. So they've only been producing the T plus form, which is the caramel albino. Let's see what else we got. So then these two are really cool. This was a first. These were produced this year for the first time. I'm the first person to produce them. These are both CBE, which are cold-blooded exotic stripes, genetic stripes. And these are T plus CBE stripes. So this is the first time them being produced with individual T plus albino line. You can see I like this one the most. The T plus adds let's see, it makes the black purple. I'm not sure if that's picking up. It might be hard, it might not be picking up too well. But there's a lot of like lavenders and purple. Yeah, it's picking up. Yeah. And purples in it.
I think it's prettier.
So and then this one here, I think more people like this one more because it has almost like a sun glow look. It's very very light and bright. Alright, so we got cut off, but yeah, this one has this one's really bright, a lot more reduced. And then the stripe lines, most of the stripe lines have they have a super form, super stripes. So this is just the first stripe, well, stripe form, and then the super stripe is going to clean up all of this side patterning. As you see this one, all this cutting is going to make a very clean looking animal that's super bright. This one almost has that look to it. Let's see. As you can see the stripe there, looks pretty good. Like a lot of this will be gone on the super stripes. And then this is nothing, these things are gonna they're gonna change color like crazy. This is probably gonna be a really nice bright red animal, and then another one will probably be a darker red if you look at the other one. So they will change drastically. That's the best part about blood pythons. Now if you look at this one, look on the front of top, this one's kind of flattened out. So he's a little bit, oh, there she goes. I got her.
Make sure, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. She's a little bit in an upset mood. There you go, you're alright. Yeah, that's what bloods do. That one with maybe two others in this rack need a bit more handling, but I knew it. They flatten and stuff, and then, you know, you look for the signs. It's pretty easy to know when they're pissy or not. But for the most part, everything's good, and I mean, I don't even handle these guys other than to clean and take pictures. Let's see which ones else we got. And that's all it really takes. This rack has no heat. Room is about usually between 81 83, and that's how they like it. But if I was to have kept these like ball pythons, 83 85, hot spot 88 90, every single animal in here would be really defensive, bitey, overheated. Bloods do not like overly hot temperatures. They prefer it cooler, low 80s. That's it. For the most part, they'll stay away from any hot spot you offer them, unless it's a gravid female. But that's why most people make the mistake keeping them like a ball python, and then you get nasty, pissy, you know, upset animals all the time. But as you can see, I went through most of this and nothing. That's the only one. Sometimes some of them got to be handled a little bit more, but for the most part, everything I've raised up, this is all I've ever done, and they're pretty much all puppy dog tamed. So which one we at? Okay, let's start with. So these are CBE stripes without the T plus gene. These are two females actually, and these are twins. I kept them. These were the twins I produced. You could tell they're still much smaller than their siblings up here. You see the size difference. Boom, and boom. They hatched out real small. They wouldn't take nothing at first either. They wouldn't take rats, mice. I had to get them started on African sulfurs, and African sulfurs had to be as small as mice hoppers. And then from there, finally got them switched over to, now they're taking rat pups, and they're starting to fill in. This girl's in shed. You can tell. Look at the stripe, real nice stripe on it. And the stripe acts differently. It's gonna look different, you know. Some animals will have more of a solid stripe than these circles in it. And then you get some animals that have like a tri-stripe look. I know this girl has a little bit of it. I think that T plus, that upset one, had more of the tri-stripe. Yeah, these are two females and they're twins. A lot of TLC when it came to getting these guys going. It took a long time to even want to eat. We did that. We'll do a female. We showed the male 007 earlier. Now here's a female. And this one I'm holding back. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but she's got a lot of nice pink to her head. The camera doesn't really pick up that pink color they got.
No, not really.
Let's see. So she's a sibling as well to the other 007 and those two magpies. As you can see, this one has a good temperament. Let's see. And then I'm going to show the last sibling to these guys, which is another world's first. This one is one of them I'm working with. Now this one is I call this one an M&M, which is a Magpie matrix. Now you see how this one's more in an S shape? She's a little bit more uncomfortable. Stay to the side of her. So you could tell, definitely a little bit more uncomfortable than the others. The other was moving around and stuff is a good sign. Once you get them moving, that's pretty good. But you can see she has a pink tongue if it's popping up. That's the matrix. Her face is a bit more reduced than the other magpies in pattern. And then, I don't know if I showed the other one's bellies. She's got this really reduced belly. If you can see it. Just a little bit of pattern. But this is world's first right here. M&M Magpie Matrix. Can't wait till she's an adult and figure out what to put with her. And like I said, I'm hoping the father proves out to be het for T plus this coming season. Then that'll mean she'll also be possibly het for T plus albino. You always want to keep these guys fully supported when you're handling them. This animal will fall. They don't wrap like that, so very terrestrial, heavily built snakes. So let's put her back in. Alright, and then I'm gonna show, where were they at? Magpie. These magpies. No, not those magpies. I'm missing. Oh no, there they go. Alright. Magpie. Okay, we got a Magpie. Okay, yeah, here we go. Alright, so these are from a different clutch. These are Magpies, and these are from a Goldeneye to Goldeneye het T-neg clutch. So they're possible het T-neg albino. See the pattern on a regular Magpie. A lot of the belly pattern is still there, as opposed to the M&M, the Magpie Matrix. And they got that black tongue, darker tongue. So this is a female. You're right. And we got this really nice male sibling, Magpie. So he's possible het T-neg as well. Looks different than the sister did. And what's interesting about these is they won't stay like this. They will change. This animal's gonna get a lot of pink and grays to it, or it should at least. From the adults I've seen others produce, which isn't many. Usually the head downwards, so maybe here it gets a lot of pink, and then the rest of the body's this is gonna be like a cream and gray colors. But we'll see how he changes. The belly. This clutch, almost this entire clutch here, hatched out, you know, really good temperaments. Such good temperaments that they were terrified to even feed. They took me a while to get them started on feeding. They were just like too nice. You know, I prefer some a little aggression with baby snakes, you know. But I think almost this entire clutch, when they did finally start feeding, they only fed on frozen thawed. You just leave it in front of them and they'll take it. They won't strike, wrap, constrict, any of that. You just leave the rat right in front of them, frozen thawed, and that's it. After you defrost it. See him next to his sister. He's a bit more lighter in color. There we go. Put you back in. Show off some of the other siblings. And then here's one of the other siblings. Another female Magpie, possible het T-neg. This one's got this really cool patch whites on the side. And she's a really yellow snake. Not sure if it's picking it up. Maybe next to the rack, but she's really yellow already. Pink, a lot. It's an awesome animal. Alright. So then we'll show one of her siblings. This is the only snake I have in the collection that's eating dwarf hamsters. He won't eat nothing else yet. And this is a T-neg albino Goldeneye. First time produced this season by me. I produced 2 of these. Well, I'll show the next one that's from is actually produced from the clutch of which one? The 100% het Goldeneye het T-neg that showed much earlier. You see this guy's got some real nice lavenders here.
On his face.
on his face as well. That should all change as he sheds and grows. That should it should become white like a regular albino. You can see he has the Goldeneye pattern. And this guy's gonna look crazy when his colors really come in. See if he'll be either dark orange or maybe even possibly red, and then with that wicked Goldeneye pattern. Even the look, he's got that Goldeneye look to him. There's a male. So put him back in there, and then we'll show the other one. Oh, this guy might be going into shed.
I think so.
Yeah, finally. Alright, so like I said, it takes them 90 days. This guy is about to have his first shed soon. I can tell he's not going to be too happy with handling. But this is a T-Neg albino Goldeneye as well. He probably doesn't look that great at all. And he's going to get upset pretty quick. But you can see his face, at least that. But yeah, he's completely in, he's basically in blue. Surprise, his face, you can still pick up some features in his face though. It's pretty cool. Yep, a couple days or a week he should shed. Have his first shed and see how he looks after that shed. I mean, the great thing about blood pythons is they change. Every shed they have, they look even better. And then we're gonna show the last, where is it? Here she is. So this is another world's first. No one else has ever produced one of these. And she was the only one out of that clutch of those really nice ones I was telling you about, how they were just too nice. This is with a little attitude. This is a T-Neg albino Magpie. So I'm still working with her, but I'm surprised you see those orange spots. On the Magpie, they're black. I was expecting them to be white, because you know with the albino, they usually the black usually translates into white. But as she shed, they turned. Yeah, she's gonna bite soon probably. Let's move her head away. They turned orange, so should be interesting. If the rest of her body turns orange, and those spots keep coloring up, they'll probably be red. She'll probably be looking like a solid orange snake. Maybe with red spots, if that's the direction she goes in. Hoping that's the direction she goes in, and not just turn into a yellow snake. But she's yellow already, so. Look at that. And this girl is still on mice too. She's one of the only other ones on mice. So I think I got one more or two more. Actually. Come on. Give me a hard time. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna show you a T-Neg albino. Here's a T-Neg, which is the traditional albino. Looks like I just woke him up. This guy, when he hatched, he was yellow. You know, he was a real yellow. He's orange now, and he should be having his first shed soon too. He's already approaching that 90-day mark. But this is the traditional albinos for blood pythons. Camera's not really picking up his color that great.
No, it's not.
But yeah, he's gonna look much different. And just to give you an idea, I'll show you what an adult looks like. But with T-neck albinos, you know, when they fully change, they could be orange, they could be red, they could be different shades of oranges and reds as adults. Come on, you wanna move ahead? I know there's no food. Yeah, I know. Come here. So this is a female.
Oh, pretty.
T-neg. She was very light as well. You can see how dark she is now. That adult color. So she's going into shed actually. See her pink belly should be white. So she's not looking her finest. Yeah, I got some animals that are super red and put her to shame with the red, but that's what you get with blood pythons. They only get better. Not like a lot of the ball pythons that start off looking nice and then they just dull out. And that hissing sound is just letting me know she's not too crazy about being handled. That's just what blood pythons do sometimes.
Be careful.
I got her. And she's feeling a little uncomfortable being in the air. But that's it. Later.